these YouTube streets. Shit, motherfuckers just sitting back, bicking back, being boo, right? Yeah, man. So it looks like we had two press conferences, right? I don't know what the deal about it was, or whatever the case may be. They weren't really. I mean, those type of things really ain't all that to me. Like, I don't see what people really be thinking when they be seeing those and stuff like that. You know, people can say whatever they want to, leading up to the fight, during these press conferences and stuff like that. But it's all what you gonna do when you get in that motherfucking ring, man. In my opinion, it's like, you know, don't know. Well, some people do, but I don't base on who's gonna win for a fucking fight based off of who has the better gift of gab. Like no, nah, man. You know, nah. Yeah, well, let's get into it, man. So it is this Davis and Garcia thing, man. One of the things that people are talking about is the rehydration clause, right? I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck about this rehydration clause, because it's not like somebody is moving up. It's not like somebody is moving down to take this fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. It's not like you're moving up to 168 and somebody is moving up to fight you, and then he's putting a rehydration clause on you to make sure that you're don't have a significant weight fucking advantage. That's not what it is. All right. So, and I know people want to blame it on Tank Davis, but it's not him. It is not him. You know, his folks, they wanted it. They put it in. Ryan Garcia said yes, and it is what it is. But it's not an advantage on either part. If both parties got to do it, it's not an advantage. It'd be an advantage if Tank Davis. It'd be an advantage if Ryan Garcia fought at 135 and Tank Davis was moving up from one of them horse jockey divisions. Then it'd be an advantage. But it's not an advantage, because both parties gonna have to suffer with that 10 pounds. Yep. Same day weigh-in. Don't get mad. Same day weigh-in. You mean to tell me you're gonna gain 10 pounds? 10 pounds before a fight. Same day weigh-in before a fight. You mean to tell me you're gonna eat and you're gonna drink up to 10 pounds? No, the fuck you not. You gonna get in the ring with a full stomach? Huh? Bloated than a motherfucker, huh? No, you're not. No, the fuck you not. So let's stop it. Let's stop it. It's the same. It's the same for both folks, man. Now, as far as I'm gonna say again, man, Ryan Garcia couldn't beat Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz would give Ryan Garcia that motherfucking work. Ryan Garcia. And listen to some of the hints that you get during these press conferences, because they'll tell you a little something. Ryan Garcia is not on Tank's level as far as skill-wise. He's not. I mean, y'all seen the Togo fight. Y'all seen the Campbell fight. Y'all seen all of his fights, right? Y'all seen all of them. Well, Tank gets hit a lot. If y'all watch those fights close, if a lot of people watch them fights closely, they would know that a lot of those punches get caught. Tank Davis catches a lot of those fucking punches. They look like they be hidden, but he catches a lot of those fucking punches. I.e., how Rolly Romero thought he was hitting something, before he got laid out. And taking the fighter to the later rounds, let me tell y'all something, man. Taking the fighter to them later rounds, right? Let me tell you something about taking them fighters to the later rounds. Right? For one, most of these boxers that are, including, and Ryan Garcia is in there, right? Well, can't no boxer be perfect for 12 rounds, right? Can't no boxer be perfect for 12 rounds, right? But now we got fighters like Ryan Garcia, right? And we put on top of that thing that no boxer can be perfect for 12 fucking rounds. How many times Ryan Garcia ain't perfect? How many times Ryan Garcia has a lapse in judgment? How many times that Ryan Garcia keeps his chin in the air? If Ryan Garcia's hand speed was so cold and so vicious, how come he ain't never really put it to his advantage in these fights with the combinations that he's been talking about? Folks are talking about, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. He didn't beat nobody down with his hand speed. He didn't go to the body with his so awesome hand speed like he talking about. He only shot a couple of hooks. A couple of fucking hooks. Against people that was already knocked out, or that you know now well that wasn't worth the damn when they got in that ring anyways. Folks need to stop it, man. Folks need to stop and start and wake the fuck up. I'm telling y'all, if folks out there thinking that Ryan Garcia is on Tank Davis level skill wise, you ain't been watching boxing. You just haven't. You just haven't. Go watch all of his fights, and you tell me why the fuck. Okay, let's say for instance, well, I've been waiting for the Tank. I wanted the Tank Davis fight for years. This and the third. You know, if you would have took that fight years ago, what Tank Davis would have did with you, and you ain't too far from where you was then. I don't know what the hell these people be thinking. Joe Goosum can't save you. Joe Goosum cannot fucking save you. You either got it or you don't got it. And if Ryan Garcia, it's over. It is over. Chin in the air, over with. Over with. You can have lapse of judgment when you're fighting Tank Davis, but how many chances Tank Davis gonna give you? There's a difference between, like, let's say for instance, Luke Campbell, right? Knocked down Ryan Garcia and took his foot off all the gas. Let Ryan Garcia recover, let him get back to the fight, and it took Ryan Garcia a whole round to get back in the fight. And that's the round after he got knocked down. And Luke Campbell did what? Let him off the hook. That's not Tank Davis. Tank Davis just doesn't have one punch. Tank Davis just doesn't have to walk you down. Tank Davis can move around the motherfucking ring. Tank Davis can throw shots from different angles. Unlike Luke Campbell and your boy Togo. And a couple of other cats. See, sometimes some of these fighters, you can see when they go into a fight, or when they fighting, they can't even get, they're not even, it's not the fact that they're smothering their punches. They don't know how to throw a proper punch. And they maybe only know how to throw one per proper punch. But this dude who's talking about coming up in here and fighting somebody that has way more experience than you, and they know it. And they fucking know it. They know the experience levels is not the same. They know it. And let me tell you another thing that's testament. You have Bernard Hopkins and you have Oscar De La Hoya, elite fighters at the pinnacle of their career, right? Right? Telling a fighter that you not ready. Telling a fighter that you not ready. And like I told y'all, the only reason why this fight was what happened because Ryan Garcia was going to leave. I told you guys. That's the only reason why. And now look. Come on. You cannot fucking bring up, oh, the only reason why this, Oscar De La Hoya, the reason why this fight is happening because Ryan wanted this fight. Why didn't you want this fight? If it was so big and so awesome for boxing, if it was so big, so awesome for boxing, right? Why Oscar didn't want this fight? Riddle me that. If it was so big, oh, this is the fight that's gonna get the youngins to want to fight each other. This is the fight to do this. This is the fight to do that. Right? All that loud talk, huh? How come you didn't want it? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. These dudes ain't nothing. They know the dude ain't ready. They know he ain't ready. Oh, damn, they built that house hella quick. They built that house hella quick over there. I don't know. Yeah, y'all probably can't see them. But that's the whole... Those are like probably $1 million homes over there. Probably multi-million-dollar homes over there. This is because we, what key is this? This is Shark Key. It ain't. I don't think it's called Shark Key, but that's what the sign says. Yeah, I don't think it's called Shark Key, but this is how I be looking down here, man. I'm on my way to work. I guess it's called Shark Key because that's a sign is saying that. That's how I be looking. That's why they call it Key West. A lot of bridges. This ain't a bridge though, but a lot of bridges and shit. Houses. Waterfront property and shit. More houses. Those are some decent ones, but them all look the same. They ain't sitting high enough for me. Above this water. Because the house I stay in is like 10 feet off the ground. Probably more than that. Yeah, man, that's just testament to what they really think, man, in my opinion. Because like I said, all that shit that Oscar talking about, how big this fight is and what it means for boxing, blah blah woo woo woo, right? All that shit. Why he should have been make this fight. Oh, but there's one caveat. Ha ha! This fighter ain't ready. And he know it. He knows it. Because look, let me tell y'all something. If he was ready, right? Ryan Garcia could have fought a Mexican fighter, right? Ryan Garcia could have fought a Mexican fighter, right? He could have fought a Mexican fighter, right? A decent name. He could have even fought Cruz, right? He could have fought Cruz. And they probably would have did good. He could have fought Leo Santa Snooze. Pretty sure it would have did good. But guess what? He didn't. Hold up. We get a pack of Newport Schultz.
Yep. There's one?
Yeah.
$1 off. Go ahead.
Yep.
You need a receipt?
Nah.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome, dude. You too, bro. It's Friday. Yep. Yep. Loads of names out there. That dude could have fought. Loads of names. If they was more worried about building a name for him, right? There's other folks that he could have fought. If they was worried about building why you park crooked like that, lady? You just want somebody to hit you. She gotta have no ass. Knew it. I hate when people park like that at a gas station. They park crooked like they want somebody to fucking. That's why somebody already hit her car anyways. So she already got a scuff mark right there. Yeah, man. Like I'm saying, man, that's testament. It should be testament to what they really think about Ryan Garcia. You know. I mean, other fights, and I'm pretty sure y'all got other fights out there that could have helped boost Ryan Garcia's career more than what it was actually fighting somebody. But you know, we seen what they did. You know, we see how they held out with Ryan Garcia, and now they want to throw him in there. Now I know some people want to say, well, you know, you got to build a fighter and whoop. Yes, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. You got to build a fighter, but the aspect of not putting your fighter in there with somebody is automatically he's not ready. You know, is by default. As soon as you say you got to build a fighter, by default he's not ready. By default, that's what it means. You don't believe he's ready. You don't want to risk it. So that's the reason why he didn't fight Isaac Cruz or Leo, because why? He fought Togo. He fought Luke Campbell and Togo, two dudes that everybody know don't have the armament. Don't have the armament and don't have the defense. Hello. That's the only reason why. I mean, there's all kind of reasons we could pull up with Tank and his opponents and everything like that, but I ain't seen no Togo or no Luke Campbell in a minute on his resume. In a minute. On his resume. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. So folks can say whatever they want to, but Ryan Garcia ain't on it's not. He's not on Tank. He's not. But my motherfucker Ryan Garcia is sure gonna get his ass whipped. It's gonna be an ass whipping. Ass whipping. Hey, Tank Davis, what are you gonna bring when somebody takes their foot off in somebody's ass? You're not gonna see how it really. It's gonna be disgusting because nobody want to see, you know, all that booty shit out, all that bati shit. Nobody want to see that, but that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Knowing Ryan Garcia the way he be looking, shit, you know, him hanging out with Oscar and shit, he might push back. You just never know. But like I said, man, that dude ain't ready, man. I want to know, and that's the thing. Could he be ready about that? He could get there. Highly unlikely. Hold up, y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Good morning. Yeah, I'm back. Right? He could be. He's young enough. So it's you can't say no. You know, he's in his what? Early 20s, mid 20s. So he's young enough. I mean, but at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, I think everybody, a lot of people out here are able to learn something new. I just don't think that a lot of people want to. I don't think what they're talking about in the sport of boxing is something like teaching a dog new tricks. I don't think it's that. I just think that at the end of the day, a lot of people don't want to. A lot of these boxers don't want to fucking move their head. A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't want to fucking move their head. A lot of them is too content on fighting the way that they've been fighting. A lot of them are, and that's just the way it is. We're not talking about how, you know, hitting hard and stuff like that. I'm just talking about the basics. I don't think anybody is too old to learn or relearn the basics. I don't think anybody is too fucking old. And that's what a lot of these boxers are missing. The fucking basics. That's what a lot of these fighters are missing. A lot of these boxers can't even keep their fucking hands up. The basics. Can't even keep their fucking hands up. Why is that? Makes absolutely no fucking excuse, no sense. No sense. No sense. You know, but you see it all the time. You see it all the time. All that thing. I'm just a boxing fan that runs my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Laws D. See, yeah. Right? Law said it. Law said Ryan Garcia getting spanked. Bent over the leg. All that shit. Naughty boy. Naughty boy. Shoot. I keep trying to tell y'all them jokes doing them jokes. All it is talk, man. All it is talk. Is it about his fighter? Oscar ain't. That's what they're supposed to do. Dude gonna be like, I'm tired of people out there. I'm tired of people out there talking about this is the biggest fight. This is the biggest fight. Oh, this is then the third. They are fucking supposed to. They supposed to. Let's keep it a buck. They supposed to do that. They are promoters. They're people around the fight. They supposed to. They're commentators. They're supposed to big up the fight. What are they supposed? You're supposed to. They ain't supposed to. When's the last time a motherfucker told you the truth that worked for a company? Like I said, you have a lot of fighters in that weight division that would have gave Ryan Garcia, well, not a lot, maybe about like 3 or 4, pushing 5. That would have gave, or in there and around there, that would have gave Ryan Garcia some work. And possibly would have whooped him. But they skimmed around him. They just, I don't understand this shit. How you're supposed to be the biggest boxer in the world, but you're fighting Luke Campbell and Togo. I don't understand that. I don't understand. It's just like the rumors about Canelo fighting and somebody that another dude ain't worth a damn. It's kind of like you talking all this shit how good you is, right? And you ain't fighting nobody. It's just like Wilder. It's just like Wilder right now. If Wilder was to come back here and fight Jarrell Washington, if Wilder was to come back, his next fight Jarrell Washington, fight that school teacher, what's his name again? The school teacher, what's his name again? I forget his name. The school teacher who don't work out. Lovejoy, Christopher Lovejoy. Fighting somebody on Robert Helenius level again. I'm gonna call it out. I told folks I'm not interested in that motherfucking fight. You know what I did? I got on my phone and I found a link and I fucking blinked and the fight was over. Why do you think half of these people don't buy into these pay-per-views? Is created the standard. They created that standard. These networks and these promoters or whoever, they created the standard. We didn't create that shit. We didn't create a standard of giving out lackluster main events. And this is just not in the US, this is in the UK too. This is all over the world. These networks, these people, these greedy ass motherfuckers is the ones that created this whole lackluster performance when it comes to pay-per-views. You're not going to do 2.4 million pay-per-view buys in America treating fans like this over the years. 5 years before COVID. People were still talking about how these cars were ass. I'm just saying, how these main events be ass. Like, for instance, Tommy Fury shouldn't even be on the main event card. Tommy Fury shouldn't be doing pay-per-view. Tommy Fury should be fighting on undercards. Help to boost everybody. Because everybody got to help everybody. Right? Nobody in this sport right now pays fucking dues. Nobody pay their dues. They get in, they get a good promoter. They have it, and they try to help. They try to hit them with the social media hard as fuck, so people can create a buzz. That's what they do. Law said the zone want 28 months plus pay-per-view. Yep. Laws, I told y'all. Laws, remember I told y'all from day one what the zone was gonna do. They said they're not gonna do pay-per-views, and I said they're gonna do pay-per-views. They was $9.99. I said they're not always gonna be $9.99. I told folks there's no way in hell, and I don't give a fuck what anybody say. You don't need no Harvard business fucking degree to understand that none of these companies gonna leave money on the table. Not only that, they want to dictate to fighters. I mean, to fight fans. They want to dictate to fight fans what they pay. Like I said a long time ago, they treat fight fans as assets instead of fucking what really is. That's what they do. They use the business plan. I mean, their Harvard model, right? Business model, right? But it doesn't work like that in the sport of boxing. You can't treat the fans as assets. You gotta treat fans day by day, fight by fight. Like I said, half of these jokers shouldn't even have their own fight card. Half of these jokers shouldn't be on pay-per-view. If you want to put on a pay-per-view, you load that motherfucking card. You tell people you got to pay your dues. You're telling them there's sacrifices that needs to be made for you to get on this level, for you to be this level. They don't want to do it. Nobody want to do it. Laws, yeah, taking the piss out of it. Yeah, the boxing fans for real. That's what they do. But y'all, I gotta go. I gotta get into work. Laws, let me know if you go live later. And everybody out there, man, support people, man. Out here in this boxing community, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, this is how we create a buzz for the fights. You know, we talk about the fights we want to see. See, this is the reason why I don't make videos talking about no Jake Pauls and shit like that, predictions and fights that don't mean a damn. Because when you do that shit, they looking as like, oh, people really paying attention. Don't talk about the shit that don't mean nothing. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you know it does not suit you, don't talk about it. And I'm out.